I think with therapy, touching grass, a lot of it is very achievable. Yeah, I mean, I wish Pedo Troll would do that with therapy. Like, you can get a lot off your chest and come to some really amazing conclusions when you, instead of saying shit on your Instagram stories, you say it to a trained professional. We don't touch grass here. We smoke it. It should be a discussion.
Are we talking about PT?
PT, Peter Thiel?
No, the other PT.
Oh, yeah, we were, yeah, briefly.
Apparently, IDubbbz has been taking down his past live streams. He thinks that that's going to stop people from clipping him and getting to roast him on their channels. It won't look now.
Ask why the VODs aren't getting published. Is it because Pedro's being goofy? No, nada. So what you will notice going forward is that the VODs will be available, but only to subscribers. So I only published one of the VODs to test it. So you're only going to have access to the one where me and Anissa were watching 90 Day Fiancé. So I will publish the rest of them for subscribers. I don't know, when I get off stream.
I don't know if IDubbbz is aware that he's a locale now, or is he super aware, right? Like, he might be so aware. He's like, oh, if I hide all these clips, they gotta watch me live. Nobody trying to watch you. I don't think people trying to watch you like that, bro. I gotta break it to you. Maybe watch you to see you get humiliated. That's like a normal occurrence in your household, especially when you near Anissa. So they might be watching for that. They're not watching because they find you entertaining. Right? Hell no. Most of the people checking you out, they want to see what's the new dumpster fire. And I don't think that he's aware that when you hide your stream after on Twitch, fam, you ain't gonna grow like that. It doesn't go by the system that YouTube goes by, right? Twitch itself, it goes by something called the Kingmaker system, which I hate. I hate it. It's almost impossible to grow, right? If you're coming or starting from the bottom, new, it's not going to work. It's almost impossible. Ludwig did some kind of experiment. It's going to be very hard for you to build a fan base. Say if you're taking them damn videos down, those videos don't get shared or found or discovered by new people, you going to be a ghost. And I'm sure Anissa, she don't mind that. I'm sure she happy with that kind of flow. That way she could have an easier path to Hasan. And IDubbbz does not make it better for himself. He actually was saying how you should be able to use violence against people that you disagree with politically. This guy's crazy.
So much for the tolerant left. Yeah, absolutely. They love talking about tolerance when they're the one that we're being intolerant of. It's like, yeah, we're intolerant of you. You're a piece of shit. It's not tolerance all the way around. It's tolerance for people who aren't pieces of shit. Look, they're having a conversation. Someone in the chat yesterday was like, why don't we have more conversations? Why don't we talk about this? I like the hitting, to be honest. I'm a big fan of the hitting.
Oh, he definitely trained under Hasan. That's facts. That's debating 101 in the school of Hasan. 100%. That is what Hasan would do. What? You disagree with me politically? I can't beat you in a debate? But he doesn't know that he can't throw a kick for nothing. So he'll still try. Only with people you think he could beat, like fans. That's the only person that Hasan and IDubbbz would try that with. And yes, IDubbbz definitely did do the whole boxing thing and get demolished. I don't think he won a single fight, not one boxing match at all. And before people be like, hey, how dare you just shame him and discredit him for going in there and trying? Who are you and what did you do? I'm the guy that competed. This is a picture from my first match. I won it in 1 minute and 15 seconds as MMA. I had to go through a lot to get that victory, actually, a lot of elbows and kicks. Still won, though, in 1 minute and 15 seconds. And that was my first match. So, yeah, I'm telling you, he has no skill and should not be talking like that. It's always the dudes that would have got shoved in a locker saying that they would do it, though. They always the ones now that they want to be all tough. And why I oughta. You can't even stand up to your husband. Anissa run everything in your life. When you stand up to your husband, Anissa, that's when I'll believe that you're going to do something, IDubbbz. That's when I'll believe that.
It is actually funny when people come in here and say something like, go to Iran, thinking that that's some sort of own. It's like, yeah, dude, like people go to Iran. It's not like walking around in the streets, you're gonna get fucking tackled and whipped. It looked cool when we were touring around the other day. Yeah, Danny DeVito, unless you're a woman. No, even if you're a woman. When we were watching the travel vlogs of Iran, loads of women walking around without hijabs on. You know, I don't want to take away from any of the moral policing that happens. Like, of course, Iran isn't for a lot of people. Iran isn't the ideal place to go, but we basically was that yesterday? I missed it. Yeah, it was. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. But all the losers from Livestream Fails and elsewhere, they think it's like completely off limits. No one would ever go there.
The hell is he talking about? You haven't even been there, IDubbbz. Like, what? Wow, I seen a travel vlog and I can tell it's not dangerous at all. Forget all the true facts and reports of people actually. Do you know what? We're not going to get into that. This nigga don't know. It's as simple as it don't even have to be discussed further. He don't know nothing. He not from there. He don't know nothing about what's going on over there. Travel vlogs could just be propaganda. You have no damn idea. But instead of just acknowledging that he was wrong for going after that guy who was speaking on how free he was and, feeling in America, instead of just owning up to, okay, I was wrong for going after him with my husband Anissa. No, he wants to double down over and over again. He even talking about how he wants to debate Asmongold only if it comes with a boxing match. Does it have to be Asmon? Does it? Because Fades is getting taken over here. I'll take, especially if it come with pay. They pay him for the boxing. I'm just saying, in a video game.
You ever have a debate with Asmongold? Oh yeah, absolutely, dude. Absolutely, but only if we can do a physical fight afterward or before, kind of like chess boxing, but it wouldn't be chess boxing. It would be debate boxing. We could do it. They could be separate. They don't have to be one round of boxing, one round of debate. That's what they should do on Jubilee, though. I like that idea. Maybe I should pitch that to Jubilee. That's a good idea. What the hell? Why don't they do that? Yeah, he's just getting more offensive by the day, dude. So I think the take I saw today was, yeah, the U.S. should just either take over a country or invade a country if there are resources that benefit America. It's justified. It's totally fine if we do that. And then I think someone asked, what about civilian casualties? And he was like, fuck them. It's like, okay, so we're just dumb now? We're just trying to be dumb? I don't get it. Is this meant to be sarcasm or what's the deal here?
Okay, I think I get it. You drunk. He had a few sips before he got on stream? What the heck is he on about? Now you want to debate Asmon and throw hands. You want to be Hasan so bad, bro. You his junior. Because Anissa, your husband, that's his junior. You the junior of his junior. I don't know what the heck is wrong with you. You're nowhere near the level of Asmongold. He doesn't have to speak to you in any way, shape, or form. He could keep doing reactions and posting clips of you and get millions of views while you struggle and just cry over there. You want to be a political streamer? Go debate somebody else then. Debate somebody on your level. Do good at that. And then I was going to say, maybe we could talk about it. Nah, probably not. If I was Asmongold, I would never debate this dude. For what? It's debating Boogie 298 or whatever the heck that guy name is.
We talked about this before. Someone said, oh man, what was it? It was that stream with Hasan and those fucking conservative nerds who were like, well, if everyone is paid in a society, who's going to clean the toilets? Be honest, who is going to clean the toilets? Honestly, all of that shit, including changing cloth diapers for strangers' children, that is fine if it actually equates to Kelly Osbourne. Who is going to clean your toilets, Donald Trump? If it equates to a $20, I'd do it for an extra $20.
$20? Damn, Thomas must be hard. I thought I was broke. I ain't got 20. I got a good 10 on me, nigga. Leave Anissa. Leave. Just take this. Leave her. This is well worth it. This is worth more than her. Take this and go start a new life, nigga. Get off streaming. Just quit. That's probably not gonna work. He he still needs to speak to his daddy Hasan somehow. Apparently, he had like some kind of back and forth with Taylor Lorenz, if I'm not mistaken.
See Taylor Lorenz talk about you on the No Politique podcast yesterday? I didn't. What did she say? Can you give me the synopsis, the brief rundown? She said you were bad but grew as a person. Yeah, that's fair. And I'm getting plenty of people fucking, reminding me of it. All of the previous, the fans that want slurs to happen again, use you as a good example. It's hard though. I do think though that I am a good example in the realm of like why people don't make the change, especially making a very public change, is because I am an example of, oh, that's not easy. Fuck, I'm avoiding that shit. She talks about your growth and recalls a time when you were the subject of a staff meeting when she worked at a newspaper and how they nearly tried to get you canceled back then, but she persuaded them not to. That's fucking crazy. Dude, I'd love to hear more details about some of these moments.
Oh, false alarm. It was just a glaze session. That was all it was. My bad. And of course, whenever IDubbbz gets compliments, Anissa is here to crash the party. That's a normal occurrence.
Get one up. Like you see the amount of like commentary channels. It's just gone fucking rampant at this point. And there's people covering all different niches and they have nothing to lose basically. So they are like the tabloids.
And they're all disgusting and fucking ugly as shit.
That too. They just send it because it's like a lot of them are anonymous. So not only do they have nothing to lose, but they're also anonymous. So it's like it can't do, like nothing can happen. So if you convince a bunch of people online that like someone has bad vibes or they suck in some way, or even if you bring up, because it was what Drama Alert was doing back in the day, right? It's the same shit where it's just like alleged. I'm going to constantly say that this person has allegations, and allegations could be one fucking rando that messages you. That's an allegation. And it's like, you tie that to someone's, like, you can tank someone's shit just by talking about allegations. It's not saving anyone from getting canceled.
Anissa talking to content creators like they IDubbbz. I'm not IDubbbz. The heck? And what do you mean alleged? I've only talked about things that were true. Now, your daddy Hasan, I'm talking to both of y'all, IDubbbz and Anissa. Your daddy Hasan, he's going to be on that. You going to criticize him? What about the things he said about Asmongold or anyone who gives him criticism? What about the stuff that he said about more Pegasus? Shout outs to him, by the way. Word? You ain't going to call that out though, right? Okay, that makes sense. Evil will defend evil.
Everybody learns and grows. And I actually think like IDubbbz is somebody that has really learned and grown. It's really funny because I remember being in this meeting when I was working in mainstream media about IDubbbz specifically. And this was right after the adpocalypse with PewDiePie, et cetera. And I remember basically the editors wanted me to write this pretty vicious, like negative piece about IDubbbz, basically arguing for him to be deplatformed off YouTube. And I think that would have happened, honestly, had we published it. Because, he would say the N word. He would do and this was this time when the media was so hungry for like, let's take down and I remember being like,
I did say the N word and I would say it back then.
Okay, well, first of all, he's just not the scale of PewDiePie.
Not anymore, though. Yes, and that's true. I wasn't at the scale of PewDiePie. And PewDiePie said it accidentally.
Word, son? You sitting here bragging about the fact that you cancel people and try to get them deplatformed based off of them saying words? You. Look at the color of my skin as I say this. I'm not offended at them using certain words. But you bragging about getting people deplatformed for it? Ugh.
It's so funny because now Ian has just grown and evolved into like a very empathetic person. And Ethan has gone the opposite way.
Oh,
it's kind of funny watching perception of happiness, which is like, I'm not going to lie, like maybe IDubbbz doesn't have as many viewers as he does, but just he's not posting 100 stories about someone else on the internet about
dude. And let me tell you, it's fucking hard to ignore it. It really is difficult to ignore it, but I've been doing a pretty good job.
What world are we living in right now? This opposite day? You're just saying just the most ridiculous things at this point. Whoa, dude. Wow.
I think with therapy, touching grass, a lot of it is very achievable. Yeah, I mean, I wish Pedo Troll would do that with therapy. Like, you can get a lot off your chest and come to some really amazing conclusions when you, instead of, saying shit on your Instagram stories, you say it to a trained professional. We don't touch grass here. We smoke it. It should be a discussion.
Are we talking about PT?
PT, Peter Thiel?
No, the other PT.
Oh, yeah, we were, briefly.
As much as Ethan Klein was harassed, the fact that your response says go to therapy is crazy. You need to go to therapy. That's something that probably should happen. Maybe they could teach you how to have self-respect.
My favorite part is that they're all figuring out that we're not poor slowly over time, and it's making them really upset. It's just, I like that they're making up their own little stories because it just becomes a fun game of like, when will they not be able to cope anymore?
Yeah, they won't ever not be able to not cope.
Yeah, but I love the gymnastics.
Yeah.
I just find it interesting.
How rich are you? Hey, listen, a lady never describes how rich she is.
You need to focus on getting your manhood back. That's what you should be focused on. But call me crazy. Call me insane. Tell me what you guys think.